Roblox. It's free.
Now, the idea of a Roblox horror game might be a little bit of a foreign concept to some of you guys. I mean, Roblox, isn't that like the baby game for the dumb babies? Well, I mean, yeah, it is, but probably be surprised at how many horror games actually do end up making it onto the site. Some of these games are also the most popular on the entire site. Now, there are just way too many horror games for me to cover in one video, and I mean, I don't have to. Toasted Cherries made a great series of videos going over the horror games of Roblox, and even the history of them, so you should watch it. They're pretty good. Instead, I'm going to focus on one type of horror game that's sort of been making rounds as of late, and that is the asymmetrical horror game. Google defines an asymmetrical game as each player begins the game differently, but they have the same winning condition, but that's kind of stupid, so for the sake of this video, if it's like Dead by Daylight or Friday the 13th, it's probably going to qualify. I mean, hey, we've got a lot of games to cover, so let's get into it. Piggy is one of the most all-time popular games on Roblox, so there's a pretty good chance you've heard about it. But for anyone who doesn't know what this game is about, basically a group of players are placed into a house, or a city, or anything really. There are a lot of maps in this game, and the players are tasked with solving puzzles to open up a door or a gate while there's a killer pig chasing them. So, it's Granny. You ever heard of Granny? That's basically this game. Now, I've always known Piggy's whole deal, how it's basically just Granny with multiplayer and Peppa Pig and stuff like that, but I've actually never played it until I started making this video. So, how was it? Well, it's complicated. First thing that stood out to me is that this game's confusing, and I mean, I'm not just an idiot or something. I'm not talking about the puzzles. Every single puzzle is basically just bring X item to Y place for a new item, and that's not what's confusing. What I mean more so are the maps are confusing. Sometimes I'll just walk to like dead ends that come out of nowhere, or there'll be parts of the map that I don't even find because someone else found it before me. It's just weird. I mean, this is more of a problem with me because I've never played this game before. I bet if you're grinding Piggy 24/7, you know every single item placement in every map, so take this with a grain of salt. But other than that problem, this game's actually pretty fun, which was surprising. I thought this game was gonna be garbage, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, it's just brand new with multiple players and Peppa Pig, but it's honestly a pretty good time. What can I say? Simple fetch quest with a killer pig? It's kind of fun, and I could see myself playing this game again with a couple buds. But honestly, if I had to take a more objective look at this game, that's when a lot of the cracks start to show. First of all, players slightly faster than the pig, which sort of makes the pig a joke, especially if it's a bot, which every single game I played was against a bot. On top of that, the AI's pathfinding is super jank. I've seen the pig get stuck on a ton of things before, like stuck on like walls, stairs, the whole shebang. And on top of that, when the pig actually sees you, all the pig does is run straight at you without taking into account corners or anything, so that's an opportunity for a lot of broken ankles. I mean, that could just be like a Roblox problem. I've never done AI coding in Roblox, but it's something to point out. But honestly, other than all that, this game's actually pretty fun for what it is. I mean, as said, I wasn't expecting a lot, so I guess it had it easy for me, but the game is pretty fun. I mean, I might also be biased because winning a game with 0 seconds left is probably the best gaming moment I've had in my entire life.
Stay tuned for more Hilo and
Jim John.
I'm going berserk!
Well, this one should be fun. Bear is a game where you are tasked to survive for a set amount of time against the bear that's hunting you down. That also is just a flat PNG. I mean, sure, scattered across the map are these puzzles that you can finish to shorten the amount of time you need to survive. This tries to incentivize moving around the map and finding items you can interact with. Now, I remember playing this game a lot with my friends from time to time, and I remember the game being super solid. I'm talking about the old version. For this video, I'm going to be playing the 2020 to 2023 version, which I haven't played yet. I was hoping that would fix all the issues I had with the original game, but sadly it didn't. Before I get into all the bad things and the issues I have, let me talk about the good, because there's a lot to enjoy here. First of all, I love the visual style of this game. Like, the bears are goofy and gives the game character, and all the maps pretty much just look like old Roblox maps, which I'm a big fan of. Pretty sure some of the maps are also supposed to be references to other games. Obviously, you have like the classic Roblox haunted house and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. And on top of that, games of bear can just get super hectic, and that's pretty fun. But sadly, except for those things, that's when my praises start to end, because once you really start to look at the gameplay, you realize a big problem. This game is just too bare bones and basic. When the bear finds you, as a survivor, all you can do is run. There's nothing you can do, and the fact that you have limited stamina means that that can only last for so long. I mean, you can try to juke the bear, you know, do some moves, like try to jump up things or fall down, stuff like that. But since the bear just hits you by getting near you, good luck. Because getting caught is basically just instant death, that means that the meta of this game is hiding. You just hide all game, which is super boring. You know, you'd think that the puzzles would help because, I mean, if you go out and do puzzles, then you'll be able to shorten the timer, which makes it easier to survive. Well, no, and here's why. The problem with the puzzles are solving them. It puts you in a lot of, danger just to go and try to solve these puzzles. It takes a lot of time to just, deal with most of them. Like these line puzzles, it takes some time to actually get it done, which means that you could get spotted, and remember, in this game, getting spotted is pretty much instant death. And the puzzles only give you 30 seconds off the timer, so it's just not worth it when finding a really good spot to hide in is basically just an instant win, or at least 5 minutes. On top of that, the hiding spots in this game are fucked up, bruh. There's a surprisingly big lack of invisible walls in this game. You can just run and jump and climb on everything, which means that you can get some pretty messed up hiding spots. I mean, look at this game. We were up on top of this giant cliff. The bear didn't see us until 15 seconds left. And this dude was teaming, so that's crazy. Or look at this game, look at where this guy's hiding. How are you supposed to see that? This dude's invisible, what do you mean? And I mean, that's pretty bad, but at the end of the day, the hiding is just, it's a choice. If you want to try hard and win 1,000 games in a row, you can hide, be a bitch. But I didn't do that. So I actually had a lot of fun with this game. Yep, that's right, despite all the flaws, I really enjoy this game still. Could be that I played with 3 of my buds, so we were just goofing around doing dumb shit. That could definitely be part of it. At the end of the day, even though this game is extremely flawed, I just can't bring myself to hate it. And honestly, if this game looks fun to you, I'd highly recommend it. It's a pretty good time, especially with a couple buds. But don't team. It's cringe. Team is cringe. I'm pretty sure Roblox makes me, they force me to say that. So, if you see people teaming in your games, it's not my fault, because I said it was bad. Okay, moving on.
What the fuck?
Now, if you can't tell from just the name, this game is going to be about Slender Man, which, as we all know, is the second scariest kind of Slender in all of Roblox. And this segment was definitely recorded on the same day as the other ones. I didn't wait a week to record this one. Now, this might sound a little familiar, but I also remember playing this game a bunch when I was a kid. Back when Slender Man was the coolest thing and he was pretty much everywhere, everyone was talking about. That's kind of when I started playing this game. This game was perfect for me as a kid. I was a little bitch. I couldn't play scary games without my friends, so this gave me a way to play Slender and, play with my friends, so that was pretty cool. But now I'm a grown-ass man, and I still play Roblox, so we're gonna see how well this game holds up. But before I get into that, I should probably explain the gameplay for the 3 people here who have never seen the original Slender, the 8 pages. Basically, you just run around and you find 8 pages. This game mixes it up because it has generators, so it's completely different. Basically, you just go around, find the pages, and some dude playing as Slender Man is gonna try to stop you by making you look at him. Except this game sucks ass. Oh no, I guess I spoiled my opinions. Uh-oh. Alright, well, let's get into it. First thing that caught my eye was these maps. They range from being kinda alright to just what the fuck is going on. A lot of these maps just don't have distinct landmarks, so it feels like you're sort of just running around in circles. I can't even tell where I spawned on some of these maps. It's a little ridiculous. But what about the gameplay, you might ask? Well, other than it being exactly like Slender the 8 pages, this game fucks up in a couple ways. In the normal Slender, there is a mechanic where if the Slender Man got too close to you, he'd sort of just grab your screen, make you look at him, and you die instantly. Yeah, this game doesn't really have that. I know there's a grab, I'll get into that, just let me get through this part. A good example of why this game messed up, you see this guy over here, the one staring at the wall? Yeah, I cannot damage that guy. This guy might as well be a god, and I'm just in his domain, wanting to play a little bit of Slender, but this dude said no, because I'm gonna stare at a wall. But I mean, you have a grab move, that should totally fix it. I mean, I can grab him, make him look at me, right? No. This grab sucks ass. It's so jank, and on top of that, it just does not feel like it's doing any damage. I mean, I grabbed this dude and he's actually healing through my grab. At least I think that's what's happening. I think that's his health. So, okay. I guess there are also these proxies that run around and do stuff. I wouldn't know. I've only seen one of them in the entire time I've been playing. Honestly, playing Survivor isn't much better. As soon as I learned you could avoid damage by just staring at walls or the ground, that just sort of killed the game for me. You can actually tell how far I am to my play session through the gameplay based on how much I just stare at walls or the ground. Also, since the maps are so confusing, I barely did anything and just let the 24/7 stop at Slender pros do everything for me. This game, it made me ask the one question that no Roblox game should ever make you ask. Why am I playing this? Why shouldn't I just be playing the original Slender? Now, I know it might be a little unfair to be comparing this game on Roblox to, you know, a full project that was made by a dude who's probably twice the age of this guy. Well, actually, he's been on this site for a while, so, I mean, when the game came out. That might be unfair, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, I just think that the original Slender is way better than this game. Maybe it's because I played by myself, so this game was just kind of dreadful, but whatever. If it isn't obvious, I sort of don't like this game. But maybe you do. And I mean, if you like this game, good for you. Don't let me take that away from you. You can enjoy whatever game you want, unless you like counterblocks, in which case you should stop liking that game, because I don't like it. And with that, I'm done. I've talked about every single asymmetrical horror game that exists in Roblox, and I definitely didn't miss any. And if I did miss any, you can expect that in a part 2, which I may or may not do. But the real question, what was the point? What did we learn from all this? What is the message? What is the takeaway? Well, I don't really know myself, but if I had to guess, it would be play doors on Roblox. It's very fun. I like that game. Okay, thanks for watching.